with yes.
All right, and we continue with our program right now as we are heading downtown to the island's capital, where we are going to the Cathedral de Basilica Hagåtña, where our good friend Tony Diaz is standing by on this, Tony, one of the most cherished holidays for the island's Catholic faithful. Good morning to you, and Viva Santa Marian Kamalen.
Good morning and Viva Santa Maria. I'm here at the Doce Nombre de Maria Cathedral Basilica, which, of course, just seconds ago, the Novena concluded, the first Novena and Vestal Mass this morning, and now they have officially started to take the statue from inside the cathedral. The faithful here, a good several hundred, are making their way. Most of them have made their way out of the cathedral to follow this statue as it leaves the cathedral basilica. This island-wide pilgrimage, of course, it's going to be our answer to COVID. Instead of the island-wide procession here, where the faithful come to the island to the cathedral basilica, Mother Mary is visiting the different faithful through her statue.
Absolutely. And Tony, are the traditions of being able to hold like handkerchiefs and, with respect and with love for the Blessed Mother, is that going to be the same as she passes the various streets?
It's a variety of ways, right? Yes, what will be the same for sure is that there'll be a lot of singing tomorrow, Marian hymns, praying, waving, and there are a number of people who go and pick flowers and throw petals towards the vehicle, not directly to the statue, but towards it, because they don't want to get too close. And then the waving of handkerchiefs or cloths, whatever they have, people find their different way of just paying homage to our Blessed Mother and ultimately God our Father. It's a time of joy, but of course we still want to be careful.
And how many I know it's not just the truck that has the unbelievable honor of being able to carry our Blessed Mother throughout her pilgrimage and everything, but what's the motorcade going to be like? Because some people have been asking, are there going to be cars that are kind of will be around just to make sure that she's being tended to carefully?
Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, did you catch that, Tony? Oh, okay, no problem. I know you just walked out.
It's important. It's better reception inside.
Okay.
It's important to know that this is not a motorcade.
Okay.
And so people are actually asked not to follow the vehicle. There'll be probably two main vehicles, the one carrying Mother Mary's statue, and then another one for support. And then several police cars will be there to help, of course, with traffic. So people, Monsignor James, the main caretaker of the statue, is really asking people, please do not follow with your vehicles, because Mother Mary is all about love and kindness, right? It wouldn't be so loving and kind to the others in the island of Guam who are traveling on the road, maybe non-Catholics or Catholics alike who have to get to work, to be having to be caught in a congestion because of our Catholic devotion. So please, you can follow it on Hagåtña Cathedral live stream. They'll be live streaming the entire time. They'll have visuals. They're even using a drone to help with some of the northern sites. I understand from Robert Tenorio.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Robert Tenorio. So this will actually be this is the third time in 2 years that the historic statue is traveling to the people. Besides this and last year's Feast of Immaculate Conception in May of 2020, the first time that the statue was taken down from her niche for other than the island-wide procession, and the first time it was taken to the people around the island was in May 2nd. And that was KUAM participating with the rest of the United States in reconsecrating Mother Mary to our island. She, of course, is our patron saint, patroness of Guam and the Marianas. So it's a joyful day, but also a prayerful day.
And we've got your you guys have the route and everything like that. You've timed this very, very meticulously, Tony, because I know the various parishes that that you're gonna pass through and the various neighborhoods and everything like that. You got a full slate right now,
Yes.
but again, people can watch the live stream. We're going to go to it several times throughout our program right here on the link, so you can make sure to see where our Blessed Mother is.
Yes.
But you're heading down to Naval Station first. So after you
Yes,
leave,
yes.
after you leave again, you're going down to Sumai.
Yes, yes. That began last year for the first time where they went to the Naval Station, and this time Anderson Air Force Base. And last year was also the first time they went to the Sumai Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's going to be a lot of opportunities. The inroads also in some residences near on the way to the parishes. To give you an idea of how extensive this year, the first two times they did this, the statue came back to the Cathedral Basilica at about 3:45. This year, it's not scheduled to be back here until about 6 p.m. So that's a lot of ground to cover from our little tiny island, but a lot of prayers and a lot of people just feeling Mother Mary and her ultimate message of please follow God, her son Jesus, and please continue to pray in these difficult times.
Tony, will you be on the road as the team and the Catholics who have, again, the unbelievable honor of being able to take her around? Will you be with them?
I typically try to go ahead and station myself to take photos, and then run and find another path to the next. Because if I'm with the actual vehicle, I have to take photos to post on our website. So it's better for me to be on the ground looking at Mother Mary's statue.
Well, you're a very devout Catholic, Tony, and obviously a very, very diehard committed journalist too. So we thank you for the effort that you're putting out there.
Thank you. I'm a sinner like everyone else, and that's why I need Mother Mary's prayers and intercession. But thank you guys so much.
Sure, I know you haven't got a whole lot of time left, but since this is not the first time this has been done, can you give the community like a sense of what was some of the feedback from when you did this like last year? Because I know the calls and comments we were getting, people were like, it was different. It was a little bit, obviously like, unorthodox and as opposed to what we normally do. But they said, I felt such a feeling of amazement because she actually passed by my house, my neighborhood, like my street.
I think the word that I would come up with is uniting. It was very uniting. You would see families, entire families by the roadside with their chairs or the children in the back of pickup trucks. And, well, of course, gathering just outside the churches. But it was just a time to get together, a moment, especially in the difficult time. That very first year of the pandemic was so difficult. We weren't able to get into their churches as much. So they were just buoyed by the fact that the beloved icon of Mother Mary, which has been with us for hundreds of years, and in its time has had trials because it was, I believe, at least stolen twice, 2 or 3 times, and remarkably, it was either returned or found. So there's a lot of miracles attributed to God and our Blessed Mother in this case.
Well, Tony, but before you actually go out and begin the trek, can you take us outside and maybe show us like, have you got any shots of like how the statue is being positioned on the truck?
I'm going to try.
Are you on the cathedral's Wi-Fi right now?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Okay.
And I don't know whether the statue left the actual site, but I'm going to try. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. So once again, as Tony heads outside, our Blessed Mother is scheduled to make her appearance at Naval Station at 7:30, and then she's going to turn around. She'll be at Adelup at 7:55, and then going up to MTM. She goes to Totu first at 8:05, and then Mongong at 8:15.
Okay. I'm gonna be walking over to that, and I gotta look for so that they don't.
Yeah, Tony, if you can hear me, you might need to switch to mobile data. I think you're outside Wi-Fi range. And again, as we said, Tony Diaz, of course, the spokesman for the Archdiocese of Agana as our island's patroness, the Immaculate Blessed Virgin Mary, is making her, as Tony said, her third pilgrimage around the island today on what is, again, one of our island's most cherished religious days.
Viva Santa Marian Kamalen!
Viva! Okay, I think Tony's going to try and jump back in. But again, he said that the
Viva Santa Marian Kamalen!
and the statue of her, again, it's not a motorcade, so please do not
don't
follow along. And there is going to be a police escort. So if you see police cruisers there with a truck with the statue of our Blessed Mother there, please just give them their space. They're probably going to be going like a little bit slow. But she is headed down to Sumai right now.
Right.
And
okay.
we're gonna catch in with her. And as Tony said, a new feature that the Archdiocese is adding this year, when she's coming through Dededo, they're gonna go to a drone shot.
Wow.
So the Archdiocese and justifiably
Yeah.
like really
Awesome.
leveraging technology to bring you this. So once she should be on the road right now, I'm gonna go grab my gear and we are going to see if we can get a shot. But Bree is back in studio.
Bree,
right
how's
now.
the turnover?
It's delicious.
And we're not talking about the stories or like the KUAM staffing pattern. This is a literal turnover.
Tony from the Hotnu dropped off Manha turnovers. This is the item.